Hi guys, welcome to the presentation. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, my name is Carliff. So what we're going to talk about today is about chatbots. It's about how would you like to find out about the most profitable opportunity in 2019 when it comes to growing your business or starting one from scratch. Yo, my name is Carliff Rizal and that's my family. You can see on the left, that's Isaac, he's 10 right now. There's my lovely wife, Nini. That's Nara in pink, and it's me. Also in pink, there's our last year's Hari Raya photo. So what I'm talking about is Facebook's technology that was released in April of 2016 and has opened up opportunities beyond most people's recognition. Innovation occurs all the time. Most of it is on a micro level and doesn't change the lives of most people out there, but sometimes major technologies come up, they arise, like the internet, for example, that flip the world on its head. So the people are those people who are willing to learn about the new opportunities that come along have a bigger chance of capitalizing on it, right? So what we're going to talk about today are chatbots. So chatbots has a big chance of changing the world right now that we know, into something entirely different, the same way that the internet did. But we're not going to talk about this on a high level or macro level today. What we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about bots taking, we're not going to talk about bots taking over and killing us and all this crazy stuff, right? So what we are going to talk about is I'm going to talk to you more about Facebook chatbots and how businesses can profit from them. So whether it's a software business, or if you're an influencer, or if you run an e-commerce store or real estate agent, and whatever business, anything in between, even government agencies, NGOs, or big corporations, and the opportunity that it presents to entrepreneurs who wants to create and sell chatbots to their customers. So this video is for two types of people. The first type is the person who just wants to learn more about chatbots and how to use them in your own business. And the second type is the person who wants to learn how to actually build chatbots and sell them to other companies, right? So we're going to cover both of them. So there are use cases for practically every business with a Facebook presence, and you're going to learn exactly how to use them right here today. So that's what we're going to cover. So let's start with the 3 secrets of today's video. So by the end of this video, it's going to take a few minutes. You're going to learn these 3 things. Secret number 1, what are chatbots and why it will affect all businesses, and I mean all. Secret number 2, how businesses can use chatbots for profit. And number 3, how you can start a business selling chatbots to other businesses around the world, or if you don't want to do that, how you could build it for your own company. So let's start with clarifying what are chatbots and why it will affect all businesses. So let's take a step back and look at the evolution of interactions between people and businesses, right? So when the internet came, before the internet, so everybody was conversational. So you had to talk to people, you have to walk in a shop or a travel agent or an office and talk to someone to get the information that you needed. Then came the internet. And with the internet, we traded personalization, that one-on-one conversation, for interactions at a much larger scale. So if you're doing business with 1 million people, the internet was a godsend. So next came the mobile era, right? Which initially only offered like stripped down versions of the internet, which eventually led to the app world, the app store we currently live in. But today there is a distribution, there's a shift in the distribution channel, shift in communication, right? So before it was conversations, then it was web apps, and then it was apps. Today it is bots, right? So apps are truly incredible and they've changed our lives in a really profound way, but we download fewer and fewer apps, and we certainly don't turn on that notification for new downloaded apps anymore, right? So enough of those. So here's a chart that shows monthly app downloads of US smartphone users. If you want to see what's going to happen in Malaysia or in Asia, take a look at the US and the UK, and you just fast forward 12 months. So this is well, this was taken in 2016 actually. It says here that almost half of the smartphone users download 0 apps per month. And if you look at the top 1 and 2 apps, it is at 13% and 11%. So close to 70% only download 2 apps a month. So the thing is, it is so difficult to get people to want to download new apps. So even if a business did get us to download their app, right? Good luck trying to get us to use it regularly. So here's another one that I found. The number of apps used per day by smartphone users. So 72% of people use less than 6 apps per day, right? If you think about it, you have your WhatsApp, your calls, your Grab or Uber, you have your email, and all. So what's left is no more at 6 on average. So that means even if I did manage to download the app, it's very difficult for me to use the app. So meanwhile, mobile web is still frustrating at times, right? So an email overload is a reality, especially on mobile. We also still call businesses sometimes when we need to deal with urgent issues or we need to talk to someone like right away. But honestly, with what you hear, press 1 for customer service or press 2 for operator assistance. Calling a business on the phone is not that great, not fun, right? So meanwhile, Messenger Chatbots has a lot of great properties. It's instant. Right now, I get my questions answered right away. It's available 24/7, 365 days a year. And it persists the identity. So that means I get to see who I'm speaking to or the business that I'm communicating with at all times. And all the threads are always canonical. That means it's standardized, right? It's consistent inside the Messenger app. So what that means is instead of having like different channels for different use cases, like if you want newsletter, you send email, or for product discovery, you do it in the app, for support, live chat, no more of that, right? So Chatbots can combine all these channels into a single interface, providing different use cases using chat and rich multimedia interaction. We've got voice, video, text, GIFs, everything inside one. That means we bring the best of all of those traditional methods of communicating and interacting into one single place. So add that to the 60 million businesses that are active on Facebook pages and the 1 billion messages that are sent every single month from people on Messenger to those businesses. And you have the making of a great new platform. And that's not all. In January of 2019, just a few months ago, Facebook just announced something else that will, likely change the digital marketing landscape forever. So if you take a look in the CNN business, in Bloomberg, Tech, in BBC, everywhere, it's saying that Facebook is going to integrate WhatsApp, Instagram, and Messenger into one app. So for Asian users, for Malaysia, where we love WhatsApp, this is going to be a game changer. So think about this. By the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, there's going to be one platform for these chat apps. So this is why I'm really, really excited to talk about the next secret number 2. So secret number 1 was talking about why it's going to affect everyone. So this is why it's going to affect everyone. I'm going to read this because if you're communicating with people, if you agree that for businesses, we want to be where our customers are. Our customers are right now in chat apps, in WhatsApp, right? So for secret number 2, how can your business can use chatbots for profit. So this is how. Let's take a look at it. Here's the problem. At its core, it's getting increasingly difficult and expensive for businesses to actually get someone to read or watch or listen to what they have to say. It's very, very hard and very expensive today. So when Google AdWords first came out many years ago, you could buy a click for 5 cents, right? Those clicks cost 14 ringgit today. There's a 280 times price increase. So if you've got an actual business, one that sells something people really want and they get value out of, the name of the game becomes one of purchasing attention at the best available rate. So what that means is, right? So I'll give you an example. So if we sell a 500 ringgit product and we know that our website converts 1% of those visitors into buyers, right? So we'll need 100 clicks to make one sale. Make sense? Right. So let's pretend you run a Facebook ad and you're getting clicks or what we call attention, right? At 5 ringgit per click. That's quite expensive, but imagine you did. So you're spending 500 ringgit to make 500 ringgit sales, right? So you know if 100 people land, 1% is going to convert, you're going to make 1 sale. That's not bad. But wouldn't it be better if you could buy attention at 3 ringgit a piece? Then it would cost you 300 ringgit, make a sale of 500, and you would make a 200 ringgit profit, right? So that's the whole idea. So when an Instagram influencer, for example, who has your perfect audience, offers to do a promo with your business for 300 bucks and expects it will drive about 100 relevant clicks, then that's something you want to try, right? Yeah, me too. I would say I would, right? So what's my point here? My point is this. So wherever relevant attention is underpriced, so wherever your people are hanging out and it is underpriced, the market is perfect, that is where we want to go. And in 2019, that place is Facebook Messenger. So early adopters of new apps and technologies gain a huge disproportionate amount of value when they succeed. So let's get a little practical here, right? Because so far, we've talked a lot of theory. So as I tried to explain, there is an opportunity to get an amazing amount of attention by creating chatbots that audiences love. So once they interact with a chatbot, businesses can literally message that person right inside their Facebook Messenger inbox. That means in their pocket, because the inbox is in their smartphone, right? So in WhatsApp and Instagram as well, as we mentioned earlier. So let me ask you, how many unread emails do you have? Think about that. So most people tell me they read about 10% of the emails they get, right? So this is a photo that I took of my wife, Nini's phone. 52,000 is close to 60,000 already today, right? Don't email her if you want anything get done. She communicates via WhatsApp and phone calls, right? So which means that the other 90% are effectively unread. So you might mark them as read, but they're really not read. So all those emails going out, we don't know what they are. Didn't even look at it, right? And a follow-up to that, right? How many unread Facebook messages or WhatsApp messages do you have? Take a look. Almost zero, right? So we read all of them. Well, I do. I read all of them. So people read every single message they get in their Facebook and WhatsApp inbox. The reason is because currently we're used to our good friends and only our colleagues and our family members who are there. And that is where the opportunity lies. So you're selling baby strollers, for example. So you can have a chatbot that sends pregnant couples updates every week about what's going on with their baby. So I would love to know that, right? So what if you're a celebrity or performer? You should offer exclusive insight into your life in Messenger, only to get people to engage with the chatbot, because once they engage, they are a subscriber. So once they are inside your chatbot, you should entertain them and ask them where they live. Then when you go to Kota Kinabalu, for example, right, to do a performance, you can send out a message to everyone who lives in KK with a direct link to buy tickets to the show. This is extremely powerful. Or you're a consultant or a coach. You should run some Facebook ads into your chatbot that offers them a lead magnet, right? Provides them value, teach them something, qualify them, and potentially send them an application to work with you. What if you're a recruiter? You should qualify job applicants in your chatbot, getting rid of half of them before sending them to the form to apply for your job. So what we did was, I personally used this when I wanted to hire my project manager a few months ago. It worked wonders and saved me hours of time reading applicants' answers that shouldn't have applied in the first place. So I hope you're getting, kind of the idea of what I'm trying to tell you here. You can use your chatbot for marketing opportunities, but also as an app that provides entertainment in the form of a quiz, a game, or like the pregnancy updates idea. One of my favorite examples is a client of mine, Jasmine from Grow Inc. She's a network marketer and coach, wonderful woman from KL. She wanted a way to connect with her people and promote her programs to her clients. And now she has a direct communication channel that people actually want to read. People will say, wow, you've got a bot. That's very cool, right? So that's her And you can see over there, right? Every day or every other day, the bot communicates with the people and asks, it's almost bedtime, Carliff. Let's update your activities for today. So I say start, and the bot asks me how many calls did I did, what activities did I did, and based on that, we'll follow up with specific coaching. So she sends messages with a 90% open rate to her audience. Think about that. 9 out of 10 people actually open and read her messages. That is crazy. And when she came to us earlier, she was using email with an open rate of around 10%. Right? So another client of ours is Mompreneur Asia. Is run by my wife and her partner, Aisha Sinclair. So it's a community organization with a presence in 4 countries today, including Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Philippines. And they utilize their Facebook fan page to market the events. So they do a lot of events, at least twice a month, and they're very successful to help mompreneurs. So they often do videos and beautiful image content in their Facebook page. The problem is that organically, if they didn't boost it, they could only expect about 10% to 15% if it was great to get notified about the post. So a lot of people didn't get their event updates. So that's a photo of my wife, Nini, and Aisha Sinclair, and that's the founder of a circle in Malaysia. That is Lini in Malaysia. So inside the Mompreneur Asia chatbot, you can see their updates on their events, registrations are done inside, promos. People want to get to register and be a member, all inside the bot. So however, when we helped them set up a messenger chatbot, they were able to notify the audience about the promotions and events and get above 90% open rates as well. So the events are always a success. So we want to take a look at here. 90% of customers read their messages, right? So 92%, 91%, sometimes 97%. Just the fact that they open is a huge advantage compared to other ways of communicating. So this is some of the events. You can check them out on Instagram, Mompreneur Asia. They do awesome events. Kevin is a friend of ours who will also help set up a chatbot. He runs a chain of barber shops in Kota Kinabalu. Currently, he employs 20 barbers. They do really well, and by using the chatbot to take bookings and remind clients to come for their next scheduled 2-week trim, he made his investment back in just a few weeks. Not having somebody calling or people wasting the barber's time by not showing up. Great for him. So that's Kevin. You can check them out. THB, the hairdresser's barbershop. It's a great an example of a chatbot that does one thing and one thing great, right? Make reservations and reminders. So we also had the opportunity to help create a more seamless customer journey for Usahawan MDEC. So Usahawan under MDEC has a general customer journey they want all their customers to go through. So we initiated a viral marketing campaign plus a nurturing campaign to have the chatbot seamlessly nudge users from one stage to the next. So how it looks like is this. So we created a customer value journey for them. So what it looks like is it starts with an awareness. Prospect sees an ad, then prospect reads a blog post and engage with social media or watches a video inside the bot, and prospect opts to receive gated content, and then they want the prospect to register for a course or online portal. Then at the course, they will excite them, and then there'll be upsells to it's called ascension to their other products, and then create a successful customer. So once the successful is successful, they want them to be advocates, and at the end to promote to be a promoter, and through campaigns get more users, have referrals. So once we created that for them, we launched a viral marketing campaign. So for them, it was a lead magnet they were offering. We were offering a lead magnet of 39 free ebooks for digital marketing and entrepreneurship. Promoted it via Facebook ads, very minimal, right? Less than less than 100 ringgit. Just put it out there because what drove it was the viral part of the campaign. So this is what they saw. We sent it out on WhatsApp and just post and it went in the chatbot. So next the user will click and they'll be sent to a landing page. Once they subscribe to it, we send them to a to the thank you. So the thank you is done inside the chatbot. So this is what it looks like. So thank you, Carliff. Let's check your email, and you can download and claim the things right away. But because we know that they're interested, what the bot did next was automatically initiate a viral referral marketing campaign after they downloaded the lead magnet. And it automatically ascends users to next stages of the viral campaign, right? So after they've downloaded it, a few minutes or a few hours later, they say, hey, would you like to get a Lazada shopping voucher? And it goes to the next stage and the next stage until they refer more and more clients. So the campaign results we got for a 30-day campaign with almost minimal, no cost, right? So I think we spent like $100, 100 plus. And we got 576 participants. And out of those, 400 were new referrals. It was a success. It was we could do that again and again because it was very low cost, right? So I'm showing all this not to brag about our work, but to illustrate to you the effectiveness of this tool. People love it. People like to open it, right? So you can even take payments right inside the Messenger app, which makes the checkout process frictionless and will increase conversion. So the game is conversions, definitely. So if I own a busy cafe, I would create a chatbot with a menu that had a QR code, right? So my customers could come in, sit down, just pull out their phone, scan the code using Messenger, pay for their coffee in the app, and we'd get notified to make their coffee and serve them. That would be great. And there are already, I saw one, they're not cafe, it's like a restaurant in Wanutama who's already doing this. So these are just a few examples of use cases that have been successful. And there you have it. To summarize, that all we've talked about so far, chatbots is a huge opportunity in 2019. Because of the effectiveness of chatbots, chat robots, AI, it means also there's a massive opportunity to either adding a chatbot service to your current list of offerings or simply starting a chatbot agency from scratch, even if you don't know how to build one or have any experience running a business. That's actually how my wife and I started in 2009 with our previous business. So after our unit trust agency business failed due to the 2008 global economy crash, right? It was really bad. We were earning at that time over 35,000 ringgit a month in commissions each. We were doing so well. We loved it. And when the economy turned, we almost went totally bankrupt because here's a story. When I met her, we met each other in a personal development training company, AsiaWorks. I was a staff in AsiaWorks. We did personal development. And after a while, we left to start our unit trust. And not having any experience in business, we hired a coach. And first year, straight away, we won an award. Second year, we won another award. And under Action Coach, we won the Hall of Fame award under Jeevan Sadevan, teaching us how to run a business. Great stuff, right? So young, we were 26, 27, and a Malay boy, and a girl. What do we do when we have so much money? We buy the biggest things, right? I bought like $1,000 ties, $700 ties, just ties. Biggest car I could find. My whole outfit was all Hugo Boss, just crazy. So things were good. And then in 2008, we got married. We got our first kid, Isaac. Because Isaac is a baby. So our wedding anniversary is 11 January 2008. This year, 2019, is our 11th year anniversary. So things were good at that time, right? So why am I telling you this? Because, like I told you just now, because of the 2008 market crash, right? And 2008 market crash, it was really bad for us. We were inexperienced. We didn't know how to handle our finances. So our expenses were crazy. And not knowing, right? So the crash happened on the 11th of January 2008. So take a look at that. The day that we got married, our anniversary, was 11 January 2008. And the day that we got married was the day the world crashed. So it took us. So we were in the business and we thought that it would recover, but it didn't. We didn't have any income. Nobody wanted to join our team, and there was not much investment. So we were very young, right? We didn't know what to do. Um, so it was one of the worst times of our life. And who were the banks chasing the? I couldn't pay it, so they were chasing my family. They were chasing my dad to pay, and my dad didn't have any money. So from the best times, it totally turned into the worst times. But we still had to pay. We still had to do something to come back to get on our feet. So we decided to start a corporate training business, right? Because we came from training, we did sales training. So let's do a sales training business, and so that we could make ends meet and also pay off all our debts and get the court out of the way, get the banks out of the way, support ourselves and our two children, Isaac and Nara. Right, Nara was a baby. So that's how we started Bayou Success Training. So we moved to Kota Kinabalu, and things started to happen because we were using this new training technology. It was new in 2009, 2010. It was very new. People didn't know what it was. It was experiential learning. So this new technology, when we brought it to Kota Kinabalu, it blew their minds. So because of this, we're so thankful that we got to make ends meet and got things better again. That's me doing trainings. We started off with just me and Nini, and then we got a PA. Then we needed some more people to handle the trainings. So from just the three of us, it became four. We invited some friends, and then we ended up with 47 trainers doing 4 or 5 trainings a month. So we were doing okay, right? But it certainly took us a while, but we were able to build up that training business, and by utilizing SEO, search engine marketing, and content marketing, we managed to do over 600,000 in sales per year for the last 7 years. Before, so since now we're doing Chatbot Malaysia, the company still runs, but that's not our main focus, right? So we're focusing on Chatbot Malaysia now, but that was the company that helped us out of a rut. So the reason we were able to make that happen was, certainly not talent, because I'm the first to tell you that sales is not my strength, right? Nini might be great at sales, but not me. But the opportunity that we had, right? The opportunity had the same ingredients that this chatbot opportunity has, that you have. Right, so at that time, high impact experiential training methods, this new training technology that helped companies motivate their employees, right, instead of this old school boring ways, was really, really effective. So people loved it. So on top of that, it was new. Not many people in KK and Sabah, they knew what it was or even offered experiential learning programs like we did at that time. So that was the opportunity for us. Right? I didn't know it at that time, but those ingredients, the effectiveness of the technology, the lack of competition were big reasons to why our Bayou Success Training business succeeded. So in any case, if you'd like to quickly build a highly profitable chatbot agency or simply add it as a service to your existing business, we can help. So the challenge most people face when they start a new business or at a new offer is that they struggle to get new clients, right? So which simply leads to them eventually giving up. A lot of people do that. It wasn't necessarily that their business idea wasn't sound. They just gave up a little bit too soon. So luckily, offering chatbots, as it turns out, is like cycling downhill rather than uphill, similar to when we were doing the training business in KK. So you see, I started my chatbot agency with nothing. So I didn't offer it to my clients at all. None of my training clients, right? Or anything like that. And that's because they were in a different market, focusing on different things. And it was, I didn't know how to approach them. Yet with no track record, no existing client base, and only having created or learned how to create bots for about a month at that time, I was able to acquire 8 new clients for my brand new chatbot agency within the first 8 weeks. So it's on average like 1 a week. Right? So 8 weeks of being in business, I got 8 clients. It's crazy. So these are real numbers up till October of last year. And you can see, right? It's consistent consistently people want chatbots. So the reason is simple. Most people sell things that other people kind of want, right? But what we are doing, we are selling something that people really, really want. It makes the sales job a lot easier. It makes it possible for somebody who's not great at sales, like me, to actually make sales. So price for bots ranges and varies a lot, but it's not uncommon to charge over 3,000 ringgit for a simple chatbot. There's certainly more advanced bots with AI that would sell for tens of thousands of ringgit. As you can see over here, this is a real screenshot of our clients and the contracts that we got. So we have some at 4,000, some at 7,500, and one at 49,000. So what we've done is we created a step-by-step program that teaches you to make your own chatbot, or you start a chatbot agency from scratch if you like, right? So we provide pre-built chatbot templates for you to customize and use in your business right away, and a simple to follow video instruction, how to automate your customer service, how to autopilot your marketing, and how to automate your sales process using chatbots. And if you decide later on you want to offer chatbots as a product to your customers, we also teach you how to acquire new clients using a proven timeless strategy of lead nurturing, which can be done for free. So on top of this, we also give you lifetime access to the program. The truth is, this industry is still young, still in its infancy, and things will change as we go. So for that reason, we will most certainly be making adjustments in the program, perhaps even redoing the whole thing at some point. And the price of the program is going to increase in the near future, definitely. But again, once you join us, you're in. You're in forever. You'll get all the additions of this program in the future for free. So you get the point. There are tons of companies benefiting already of chatbots. And this industry is growing by 25% every single year. So next year, 2020, companies around the world will be spending an additional of 1 billion ringgit on chatbot development compared to this year. That's crazy, right? So your competitors will start to realize they too need to use chatbots for their business as well. So think about that for a second. Think about it, right? This is real, and you have a chance to join us. So the program is for two types of people. So if you want to learn to build chatbots for your own business, or if you want to sell chatbots to other businesses, then this is, I think, it's for you, right? So here's the thing though. We don't want just anyone who has the money to join us. And you know why? If you're not serious, and if you literally think that it's about clicking 8 buttons and money starts falling out of the sky, we don't want you in the program. Because you'll ask for a refund, you'll blame us for your failure, and we don't want that, right? Or you also obviously don't want that. So we want people who are going to follow the program, take action, and also take responsibility for their own success. So if you do that, we'll help you with all the rest. So well, by now, I know some of you are probably thinking, so how can I start, Carliff? Right? So if you are interested in working with me personally to help you with this, let me take a minute to describe how you can do that, how you can start, right? So if you'd like to join Messenger Chatbots for Business, where you can learn how to build amazing, effective chatbots for your clients, so that they love you, right? So your boss will also love you, or you want to learn how to use chatbots to get new clients every month so your business can grow, and learn chatbots or add chatbots to your current offers, or start offering it, or start a chatbot agency from scratch if you want. And also, if you want to install this freedom into your business by automating parts of your processes and delegating tasks so that you can do what is more important, what is more high level. Right. So right now, we're looking for a few more of our dream clients. So where we can help you get these kind of massive results that I've shared earlier. That's why for a limited time, we'd like to work with you in a marketing strategy session if you meet our criteria below. So here's how the process works, okay? So we will be focused on a specific and custom-tailored strategy and execution to help you solve the biggest problems that you currently have, and we'll map out your very own customer value journey blueprint. So remember the one that we created for MDEC earlier? We will sit down and we'll create one for you as well. See what you already have. Right now, we'll go through all the 8 stages, and then, so with this marketing strategy, so it'll take around 30 minutes, and you'll be speaking with myself or Nini or someone on our team and discuss what you've already got and helping you put together a strategy to quickly create your highly profitable customer value journey chatbot strategy. So who is this for? Well, this is definitely for business owners who wants to leverage using a chatbot for their own business, digital marketers who want to build a chatbot for their company, or agency owners and freelancers who want to start offering chatbots to their clients, even for non-business owners who would like to start their first business. Yes, this is the great opportunity because people already want it, demand's high, and supply is super low. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, the first step to working with us is to complete an application for a private strategy session below. So this application is necessary so that we can determine a few things, right? That we can actually help you and that we are the best people to do so, because frankly, if after talking to you we feel that we're not a good fit, I will tell you, I will not waste your time nor waste our time in pursuing something that will not work. And number 2, that you are actually ready to commit, because I know what works. I've seen people do this and they're 50-50 in and out. It does not work. We need 100%, you're fully committed, and I know it could work. So again, we only want people who are actually going to give this a real shot, right? So now, once we receive your application, you'll be able to schedule a time with us to conduct a strategy session. And this is where we will really start working together to figure out what you want and how to make it happen in the fastest time possible and with predictability. And then at the end of the call, one of 2 things will happen, right? So you'll either be a fit and we'll extend an invitation to work with us as one of our clients, or if it's not a good fit, that's totally okay too, and no hard feelings or obligations or anything like that. So either way, you'll receive an insanely valuable strategy session and will walk away with newfound clarity as to where you are now, right? Or where your company is now and what's holding you back from achieving the results you want digitally or even marketing-wise, right? So if that's you, go ahead and complete your application now, and we will see if we're a good fit for doing business together. But we've only got 24 hours in a day, all of us, so we can't talk to everyone. If you'd like to talk to us, you'll have to fill out a short application and book your consultation. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and fill out the application to join our program. And that's really all I have to share today, right? So thank you so much. If you have any other questions, you can email me at the email here, carliff@chatbots.my. I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you got value from this presentation. So please go ahead and click the button below, messages. Go to Messenger, finish up the application, and I'll see you on the other side.